Castle Hills Eagle families, I just am coming to you from the campus one more time with a weekly COVID-19 update. I think it's really important for us to stay in touch and for me to be clear, helpful, and very out on the table with you about what's going on and how we're proceeding. I think you should have as much information as what I have, and so each week I'll continue to come to you like this with hopefully information that you can use as we're all navigating this COVID-19 challenge. And isn't it been challenging? I have about 6 things in the letter below. I hope you'll read it in detail and it will strike you and help and be helpful in a meaningful way. But the first thing that you'll find in this weekly update attached to this video is that we, in response to the President's federal social distancing policy, the extension that he gave yesterday, April 30th, schools across America are joining together to support that effort, and we will be extending our campus classroom closure until April 30th. There are more details in there about that. If things were to be brighter or any different than what the President asked from the nation yesterday, we'll be in touch. After that point, we'll be communicating on a weekly basis. I'd personally love to see your kids on May 1st. We're missing them like crazy. And we're going to pray for the best, hope for the best, and prepare for whatever comes our way. Second, our preschool will reopen this coming Monday, a week from today, April the 6th, for a very special group of families, our first responders and those who are serving in essential services and businesses. I personally want to take just a moment to thank and express my deepest appreciation to the caring and courageous teachers. 15 teachers and aides joined my early childhood director, Miss Abby Esparza, and came to me to say, we want to take care of these children. These families are in great need. They're serving on the front lines. And to that end, we're going to take this step. I appreciate your prayers. It's going to be a very controlled atmosphere with a huge amount of safety protocols and procedures that will require participation from both parents and teachers each day. But we believe that we can navigate this in a way that creates as safe an environment as possible and still to meet the needs of these families facing such great challenge to be out there taking care of our city. The fourth thing that I have for you is another chapel coming your way. In fact, I'm about to go up to the loft and to the now chapel studio and to prepare what God has placed in my heart. The message that God gave me last week, I hope was helpful, encouraging, and faith-lifting to your family. I want to encourage every student and parent to sit down to watch it together as a family. I'm keeping the cookies on the bottom shelf, meaning that this chapel should be appropriate for all ages and parents together. I'm going to be speaking about David and the faith he had and how he got it when he faced his giant. We'll talk about facing the giants, and I hope you'll join me this Wednesday together as a family. Also, for a little fun in the middle of all this, we're going to have a chapel notes contest. You may not know this, but we have about 35 or 40 kids who make copies of their notes from chapel every week and give them to me. They're amazing. Sometimes their notes are better than my preaching. And the truth is, a lot of times they're decorated and colorful. And we're going to have a chapel note contest. And each week I'm going to be mailing out Chick-fil-A gift card prizes to the winners. And you'll be able to take your family through the drive-thrus at Chick-fil-A, which are still open during the crisis, and go out for a little treat on Mr. Pinkston. I hope we'll have some fun with that. You're going to email those to my email, which you'll read about in the letter below. And then a couple more things before I close. We set up an emergency assistance fund. Just frankly, we're trying to make the impossible related to the financial challenge we're facing in taking care of our people and our school family, to make the impossible possible. And the gifts have begun to come in, and I can't thank you enough for supporting that fund. Not everybody can. Some of us are in really tough situations. Others of us, God has given us surplus. And so if you would like to participate, certainly all of us can pray about that. You'll see that information in a little button that you can click to give yourself an opportunity to give online or to mail a check in. And then lastly today, and maybe I guess most importantly, I just had one final topic. It's a question. How are you doing? Oh, don't just say fine. I mean, really, how are you doing? How's your family doing? We've been taking a lot of effort, many of our staff, to call as many kids and families as we can. We'll get around to everybody as we go. But the truth is I just felt a need, a tug on my heart, an urging from the Lord to just open myself personally and my staff and team to help you in any way for whatever you're going through. It doesn't have to do with school for you to call us for help. We love you. Families, stay together. We're praying together, and we're staying together through this great challenge. And I just want to encourage you. I left my personal cell phone in the letter below. That phone will ring for you 24/7 as it relates to anything you're going through. If you've got a child that could use a word of encouragement, it's kind of lonely being alone in the house. Or maybe you're having a little tough time with one of your kids, and maybe another voice added could bring a little sanity to the pressure of being closed up in the house together. I don't know. Whatever it would be, whatever you need, I'm just availing ourselves best I can to take care of the family of God, the flock of God that God's given me here on the campus. This is the greatest school in South Texas. I know now, today, for years I've said maybe the galaxy. As we've gone through these challenges, I know that's true today. Couldn't think of a better place I'd rather be, and I'm so glad you're here with us. God bless you real good.